Hello and welcome to day 21 of Fat Frog Yoga's Yoga Advent Calendar. Today is going to be another surprise. We are going to be standing. The sequence can all be done on your chair, so if you want to stay seated, stay seated. If you're going to join us standing, place the chair at the short edge of the mat with the seat facing you. Wear some comfortable clothing, and I will see you in a second. Beginning with our feet hip distance apart, feet nice and firmly on the floor. Bring the hands to prayer position at heart center. Take a soft gaze to the floor in front of you, or close your eyes if you wish. And we take 3 breaths. Nice deep breaths in and out. Excellent stuff. So bring the hands up to shoulder height, palms facing the floor, and let's just really try and stretch out from the fingertips. Really kind of stretch those little fingers away from each other, engaging those stomach, the arm muscles. We are also going to engage the stomach muscles, lifting those pelvic floor muscles up, engage the thigh muscles too. And while we're stood here with the arms out in warrior 2 arms, hint, let's take those arms in some little circles. One way and then the other way, just to really warm our shoulders up, warm the arms up. Take circles each way as many times as you like until they start to get tired. And then release the hands down. Excellent stuff. Turn to face your chair, which you should have placed with the seat facing you. Be a step away from the chair. Excuse me. And then on an exhale, just make a base in that left foot. Hug the right knee in and place that right foot on the seat of the chair. Just gently rock forward and back a little bit. Just easing into the hip. We don't want that knee to go too far past our toes. We don't want it to go past our toes. Daisy settles down on the sofa. Oh, no big sigh from Daisy. That's probably a good thing. And then just bring the knee over the ankle. Take the left hand to the left knee, to the right knee, right hand behind. Inhale, lengthen through spine. Exhale. Twist around towards the right. If you can take the gaze towards that from behind you, do so. Just ease into that twist. Hey, what you doing? Inhale, come back through to center. Hug your right knee in if you can want to do the balance. And exhale, place the right foot on the floor. We're going to make a base on the right foot. So take the weight into that right foot, lift your left foot up to the knee, to the seat, oh my goodness me. And we are going to just gently sink into the hips a little bit, just by moving back and forth. And actually I've just thought of a really good leg stretch we could have done. Just stretch that leg out and do that. Beautiful stretch. So, find some stillness. Bring that knee over the ankle. Right hand to the left knee. Left hand behind. Inhaling, lengthening through the spine. Exhaling, taking the twist round towards the left. Taking the gaze to that thumb, if the neck wants to do so. And Daisy has proper settled down. Inhale, come back through to center. Lovely stuff. On an exhale, hug that left knee in. If the balance is letting you today, then place the foot on the floor and just find your center again. Lovely. Step the right foot in towards the chair. So I can no longer see my toes underneath the chair seat. And take the left foot a step back. Doesn't matter how wide or how long that step is. What we do want to try to do is to make sure the arch of that foot is in line with the heel. If you are seated on your chair, we are going to take it into a warrior two pose. So take the whole length of the thigh over the chair and straighten that back leg out. So we are bending that right knee over the ankle. Left toes are pointing ever so slightly inwards, pushing down into the blade of that back foot. So the blade is the furthest edge, it's the kind of little toe edge of the foot. Knees over ankle. Bring those hands up to shoulder height, and our hips and our shoulders are facing the long edge of the mat. If you're feeling wobbly in this pose, feel free to take your hand onto the chair, to the back of the chair. Obviously, you can always bring yourself really further in. I suppose you can also put your foot on the chair and do a warrior two that way. It's going to make it quite an intense hip opener if you do that, but your choice. So we want our shoulders over our hips, and our gaze is that middle finger of the right hand. Straighten that right leg. We're allowing our hips to pop back. Bring the right hand down to the chair, palm of the hand on the chair itself. Left hand raises. We inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, open the chest a little bit more. And again, our gaze is the top thumb, is the thumb that's in the air. But listen to that neck, it might not want to go there. We are really pulling up our thighs, pulling up from the arches of both feet. Try not to have too much weight stacked in that hand, but I appreciate that you might do. If you want to go a little bit further and feel comfortable without the chair there, you can always take the hand onto the leg, but we're using a chair where we want to. Bend that right knee over the ankle. Use the hand if you wish to also push through that right foot, coming up into warrior two position. Release the hands, straighten that right leg, bring the feet back in, and step that left foot up to meet the right, and face the chair again. Lovely stuff. Take the left foot, so it's stepped underneath the chair a little way. Take that right foot a step back. Again, heel is trying to line up with the arch of that back foot. Bend that left knee over the ankle. Right toes point inwards a little bit. Bring our hands up to shoulder height. Shoulders over hips, and we are open towards the long side of the mat. Our gaze is the middle finger of that left hand. Warrior two. Feeling nice and strong. Pulling up through the pelvic floor muscles, pulling the tummy muscles in. Everything is engaged. Straighten that left leg. Again, just imagine pulling up from the arch of the foot, engage those muscles. Take the left hand. So the palm is flat on that seat. We open the chest up, raise that right arm up. Inhale, lengthen through spine. Exhale, open the chest ever so slightly, as if you are leaning into a wall behind you. And our gaze is where our neck takes us, but no further than that thumb that's in the air. Triangle pose, if you hadn't worked it out. Take your gaze down to that hand on the seat. Bend the knee. Push through the left foot as well as your hand that's on the chair. Come up into warrior two position. Release the hands. Turn to face the chair and bring both feet together. Lovely stuff. Warrior two leading into triangle. Couldn't have asked for more. Inhale, lengthen through spine. Exhale, fold forward. Bring the hands, palms of the hands flat on the chair if you wish to. My chair is slippery, so I'm going to take both hands either side of my seat and walk your feet back until you do start folding forward. And bring the head in between the arms, coming into our downward facing dog. Bending those knees if you wish to. and then just alternating, straightening one leg and then the other. We call this walking the dog, technical term. And then find some stillness with knees bent or legs straight, whichever feels comfortable for you. Really lengthening out through the head. Trying to keep equal weight in between the hands and the feet, so we're not kind of completely pushing into the seat, but also not completely into the legs either. And then be careful of chair slipping, because my chair is slipping. Walk the feet back in towards the chair. Bring the chair back on the mat. Take the feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart. And let's bring it into a big forward fold. Head relaxes down. Arms can be on the chair or either side of the feet. Allow everything just to relax down. Breathing here. To come back up, we push through the feet, maybe pushing through the seat as well if we need to. We keep the spine as straight as possible. We're not using our back strength to come up, we're using our leg strength. And then we bring the hands to prayer position, our heart center. Taking a gaze on the floor in front of us or gently closing the eyes. And we finish with 3 deep breaths. Reflecting on what we've just done, triangle pose, how open we may feel now, how strong, and how we feel. Bowing the head ever so slightly forward. Namaste. Thank you very much.